The night began with laughter, cheap champagne, stale music, and a corporate celebration drowning beneath fake smiles. Then I noticed him, my daughter's boss. His hand gripped her arm as he leaned in far too close. She laughed politely, forced, terrified. He whispered something in her ear that froze her smile instantly. I couldn't hear the words from across the room, but I saw everything change. Her shoulders tightened, and her fingers trembled around her glass. He leaned in again, his lips brushing her ear, and I silently read the shape of his mouth. Sleep with me, or you're fired. Your family is nothing. Something went quiet inside me. Not anger, not yet. Something colder. Later that night, she came home crying. Her makeup was smeared, her words tangled in guilt. She tried to insist it wasn't what it looked like, that maybe she misunderstood. But I saw the bruised outline of humiliation in her eyes, the kind that can't be misread. When she finally broke, her voice was barely a whisper. He said he'd ruin me if I told anyone. I stared at her, my little girl, the same child who used to paint my face with crayons and call me her hero. That night, I made one quiet call. "Brother," I said softly. "It's me." He didn't ask why or how bad. Just 2 words, his name. His name was Thomas Grant, Senior Project Director. Married. 2 children. Famous for mentoring young women at the company. My daughter wasn't the first, but she would be the last. The next morning, I watched him from across the parking lot. The way he walked, arrogant, clean, polished, the kind of man who believed his sins vanished beneath a suit. He smiled at the receptionist, joked with security, then paused to flirt with another intern. A predator. Perfectly disguised. I didn't confront him. Not yet. Emotion clouds judgment, and I wanted precision. That night, my daughter came into my study, eyes swollen, voice shaking. "Dad, please don't do anything. I'll just quit. Forget it ever happened." I didn't look at her. If I had, I might have crumbled. "Go to sleep," I said. But I didn't sleep. Neither did my brother.
He was trained for this.
Black Ops. 15 years under classified orders. A man who could erase someone without leaving fingerprints. Only silence. We planned quietly. No noise. No chaos. I spent 2 days gathering information, his routine, his weaknesses, his habits. Every morning, the same coffee shop, the same seat. Every evening, the gym, showers, late-night emails from his office. Arrogant men are predictable. They believe the world bends around them. I had my brother shadow him, not to harm him.
Not yet.
Just to observe. Predators deserve to feel hunted before they fall. By the second night, my brother called. He's clean. No drugs, no debts, just filth wearing cologne. I almost smiled. "You know what to do?" I asked. He didn't answer.
He never needed to.
That night, I checked on my daughter. She was asleep. The soft rise and fall of her breathing reminded me why silence was stronger than rage. Some men deserve to die slowly, inside their own minds first. 72 hours later, the call came. My brother's voice was low, calm. "It's done."
I didn't ask how.
I didn't want to know. The next morning, the news broke. Senior executive found at home, unresponsive. Police suspect possible foul play. But what the headlines didn't report, what only officers whispered, was what mattered. He'd been found conscious, unable to speak, eyes wide with terror. Trauma-induced paralysis, they said. Nerves untouched. Mind awake. Body gone. The police were horrified. I wasn't. At breakfast, my daughter saw the headline. She froze, her coffee shaking. "Dad, do you think?" "No," I said quietly. "Bad things happen to bad people." She stared at me for a long moment before looking away. Some part of her knew. Some part of me didn't care. I visited him once. Hospital room 408. Machines breathed for him. His eyes darted wildly when I stepped closer. He recognized me. I leaned close enough for him to smell my cologne. The scent my daughter once said reminded her of safety. "You tried to destroy her," I whispered. "But you only destroyed yourself." His pupils widened. A tear rolled down his cheek. The monitors beeped faster. I straightened. "You'll live," I said. "But you'll never touch another soul again." Then I left him, trapped inside the prison of his own body. That night, my brother and I sat on the porch. No words, just silence. The world felt still again. Not peaceful, but balanced. My daughter will never know the details. She'll heal believing monsters get caught by accident. Maybe that's mercy. Some men deserve prison. Others deserve memory. I poured a drink, took a slow breath, and watched the ice melt. Justice doesn't always wear a badge. Sometimes it wears patience. And sometimes silence screams louder than any confession.